Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video we are doing an update on my team project pan for 2022. This is going to be the first update, so because we are first update for the start of the year, most of these items are just going to be updates. I do have one empty already, which is very exciting. Before we get into the update, if you do enjoy watching project panning videos or other beauty content, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below. And without further ado, let's jump on into the update. Starting off at the top of the show is my first empty. So I do have a spreadsheet and it goes through like categories, and I always follow the spreadsheet, otherwise I will 100% forget to update on something. So the first one is my empty, and that is my Mary Kay Oil Mattifier Primer. I finished this today. I know, very exciting. I finished this one today, so it is done and dusted. I've had this one kicking around in my collection for quite a while, so I'm very happy to have this one finally finished. And I did use up, I think it was like about 3.5 grams of this one over the last month. So glad to finally have that one finished. Now to replace that one, the only other primers I have in my collection are either like samples or deluxe size samples. So I'm going to rotate in one of those deluxe size samples. Coming in is my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is one of their like pore filling kind of silicone-y type primers. This one I think I've used maybe like a handful of times. I definitely think that I will have this one finished by the next update, and then once this one's done, I think I have maybe another 2 like deluxe samples, and then once that's done, basically my whole entire foundation primer collection is finished, other than things that you can like multi-use for like glowy illuminating primers and highlighters, whatnot. Specifically referring to products like the Auric Glow Lust in that category, the like hybrid type products. So this one's coming in, and I mean, if I do finish this one like halfway through the month, I'll probably just grab out the next primer in my collection and rotate that one in, and I will let you know about it next month. My foundation, I have made a bit of progress on this one, but I did have to shake it up to mix it to apply my foundation today. So I can't really show you where I'm up to, but I think I have a good idea. So this is my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I do think before I shook it up, it was sitting down like about where the start of the N is. I haven't used as much as I normally would use of foundations in 1 month. That is mainly contributed to the fact that I'm currently working from home a little bit. So on days that I do work from home, I either don't wear makeup or I am using one of my like tinted moisturizer type products. So that's why I haven't been using this one as much, but I will be returning to work in the office full time in a couple of weeks time. So once that happens, I'll be back to wearing this at least 5 days a week, and I'll make really good progress on it once that happens. Over the past month since my intro, I have used 3.92 grams of this one, and it's a 30 ml bottle. I don't think I will have this one finished before the first quarter, but I think I'll be very, very close. So at the first quarter, depending on where I am at with this one, I'll definitely rotate in something new. And once I get through like a full round of the foundations in my collection, I will come back to this one. So I think I'll definitely end up coming back to this one probably before the end of the year, before the last quarter. I think I'll probably come back to this one because I normally use between 5 and 6 foundations in a year. Next we have concealer, and I have been using my Kosas, what is this? This is the Kosas Super Creamy Brightening Concealer in 01N Revealer. I think that's, I don't know what this is called, but I have like basically the whitest shade that you could possibly get. I think this is the palest shade you can get in this lineup, or maybe the second palest. I use this basically every time I apply foundation or anything like that, and I don't know whether you can see, but I am starting to see the level drop just ever so slightly at the top here. Just having these lights in front of me now, it is kind of showing that I am making progress on this one. I only used 0.47 of a gram of this one this past month, which I 100% knew that I would not be able to finish this one. I don't even think I am going to be able to finish a concealer at all this year because I've watched people pan all of the concealers that I have in my collection currently, and it's taken them quite a while to get through those concealers. So I don't think I'm going to have a concealer panned at all this year, but I do think that I probably will get all of them finished off next year. Hopefully by maybe like the end of the quarter or in the last quarter when I do bring this back, we might at least be able to see like some good windowing on it or something like that. But I do really enjoy this concealer. Next is my two powders. So I currently have two powders in the rotation. So first I have the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. I use this one to set my face. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder for under eye and face, and I use this one to set under my eyes. So that's why I have both of them in the rotation. I don't like this one all over my face. I much prefer it under my eyes. This one I am happy to use under my eyes, but I figure because I have like products in my collection that I specifically prefer for under my eyes, I may as well have both of them in at the same time. My Nakia Joy powder is currently sitting at 48.58 grams, and I used 1.18 gram of this one this past month. I don't know whether I'm going to get this one finished before the end of the first quarter. I thought for sure that I would, but I actually pulled the sifter off of this the other day when I was just bored and I was interested. So I like flicked the sifter off to see how much powder was actually in the bottom here. There's actually quite a lot of powder left in the bottom there. And then my Charlotte Tilbury powder, I only used 0.85 of a gram of this one. This one is another one I knew when I rotated it in the intro, and I said in my intro, there's no way on earth that I'm going to have this one finished this year just because I don't enjoy it all over my face, but it's just in here purely for tracking purposes so I can get a good idea and understanding of how long it takes me to get through these. The Magic Powder has 13 grams and the Nakia Joy powder has 20 grams. Speaking of great products, KVD Shake Primer. I really enjoy this eyeshadow primer. I think it's a great little eyeshadow primer. I have been working on this one ever since basically I purchased it. So I am sitting like right down the bottom here. So hopefully we won't have this one in here for too long. I used 0.3 of a gram of this one this past month, and I'm just gonna keep working on it. I definitely think this is another product that I can have done by the end of the year. Not quite sure about the end of the quarter because I only use one drop at a time. So my MAC Fix Plus. Now I feel like I got a little bit jibbed when I rolled this in. I'm not quite sure when I decided that I was going to focus on this setting spray in particular, but we have mandatory mask wearing at the moment in Queensland, and just because I want my foundation and makeup to last longer while wearing a mask, I haven't been using this one as much as I normally probably would. I've been more grabbing for my Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray just to try and keep my base makeup staying put. I have been using this when I am at home or for like eyeshadows, different things like that. So I've used it a little bit, but not as much as I normally would. I haven't really been using it all over my face just for like targeted application. So because of that, I've only used like 1.5 grams. We're sitting at 1.46 grams of usage on this one. Not much, but we're still getting some use out of it. Benefit Browsing. This is the brow product that I'm currently working on, and my main goal at the moment is that I want to hit pan on both sides of this product, and I think that I'm getting pretty close on the wax side. The powder I think will probably take a lot longer to get to the pan, but they both have a really quite considerable dip going on both sides there, so hopefully, you know, hopefully the pan's not too far off. And this one I use fucking brow products take forever to get through, and this is proof right here. I've been using this like religiously for a month, and I've only used 0.06 of a gram of this one. So brow products, especially like products like this, I find brow pencils pretty easy to get through, but when it comes to brow powders, they take forever. for freaking ever. The brow setting product that I'm currently working on is my M Cosmetics. This is the brunette brow cream. I really like this product. I think it's a great little product. I used 0.07 of a gram of this one this past month. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see if I could find somebody that has panned this one. But every time I pull the wand out, it's still really like creamy, and it's quite obvious that the product is still functional. It's not drying out in any way. So I'm just gonna continue on with it. What else? What else should I do? But keep using it. Lip products. Okay, so I've done a bit of a boo-boo and I accidentally left my lip balm at work. That's the Ultraviolet Shimmer Lip Balm. I accidentally left it in my pencil case at work. So I can't update you on that, but I definitely have been using it. So I think next month we will see a decent amount of progress on that one. Then moving on to my Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in Pumpkin Spice. I haven't used this one. So we're going to move on quickly from that. Then we have my Bare Minerals. These are the matte lip creams in the color Boss. I used this I think maybe once or twice. So I have a tiny little bit of progress on this one. 0.03 of a gram of progress on that one. Fenty Gloss Bomb in the color Taffy Tease. And also my Hourglass Confession Lipstick in, what color is this one? You Are Mine. So firstly, with my lip gloss, I have made a little bit of progress on this one. I used 0.62 of a gram, so over half a gram of product on this one. And I think that maybe next update, or getting close through to the next update, we're going to start seeing like the level dropping on this one, because I feel like if I look really close I can see like windowing. And then my Hourglass Confession lipstick, I'm actually really close to having this one done. So this is how much is left there, so just on that little tip there. And I do think that I'll probably end up scraping this one out, but I think that we might have this one done by the next update. If not, I'll have like the tiniest little bit left in like the bottom of the bullet. Very promising, very promising. I'm very excited about the prospect of having this one done. Then I can move on to a new lipstick to pan. Skincare, I do have two, other than my samples that I was working on, I have two like main full-size skincare products that I am working on. The first is the Avène Soothing Moisturizing Mask, or Moisture Mask. I only use this, I think maybe like twice. So not that much progress on this one, only 4.26 grams of progress on this one. I do really want to try and maybe get maybe 4 or 5 uses out of this one before the next update. That means at least maybe 1 use a week, and I think I'll see some really solid progress on it if I can use this at least once a week. Then my Mary Kay Time Wise Moisture Renewing Softener. Now I decant this into this little bottle here. This is a little spray bottle from Drunk Elephant. The level on this has dropped quite considerably. I think I have filled this one up once and I'm getting very close to having to like top it up again. So I have used 23.66 grams of this one. So definitely a good couple of months left of usage on this one. But if I continue the way I'm going, I will keep seeing the level drop quite a lot each month. Nail polishes. Now, we have some news with nail polishes and I feel so freaking proud of myself in terms of how I've gone with nail polishes this past month. So my color nail polish is the Essie Cocktail Bling nail polish. It is like this kind of purpley blue toned gray. I am wearing it on my nails today under one of the flakies, the like unicorn flakies from Holo Taco. So I'm wearing that under there. And last month, I think this bottle was like fairly full. And now it is down to like about here. So I probably have maybe a third of this one left. I've made incredible progress on this one this past month. Over the past month, I've just really been enjoying painting my nails for some reason. So I think I've painted my toes once with this and maybe 3 times on my fingers. which has resulted in 1.63 grams droppage on the weight. I might actually be able to get this one done by the next update because I imagine that my toes will probably need to be repainted sometime soon. And then my fingernails are starting to chip a little bit, so I might repaint them sometime next week. And then I want to say maybe if I repainted 5 times, I might have this one done. When I do my toes, I just do 1 coat. When I do my hands, I do 2 coats of this one. My Jamberry Smoothing Base Coat, I used this once this past month and I decided I hate this product, so I am going to declutter it. I just found it really dried my nails out, something chronic. After using this, my fingernails were super brittle and dry. I just did not enjoy how my nails behaved after applying this. So I am going to declutter this one and get rid of it because it's just not for me. And my top coat, this one dropped almost an entire gram. I'm only 0.99 of a gram droppage on this one. So very close to dropping 1 gram on this one. So we'll continue on with this. And because I am decluttering the Jamberry base coat, I am going to bring back in my Essie base coat. I was working on this one most of last year, so I thought that I'll rotate this one back in, and then at the next quarter, I'll pick out a different base coat in my collection. Actually, I think I only have maybe 2 or 3 base coats, so I will bring this one back in because I am about halfway on this one. So I like to continue on with that progress on this. This one's coming in at 41.92 grams. My perfume, I was actually a little bit shocked and disappointed in myself about how little progress I made on this perfume this past month. I only used 5.03 grams of this one. Ordinarily, my track record with perfumes is that I fly through them, but this one, this past month, like I don't even think you can see it's moved in level. I think because the bottle is the same like width and shape the whole way down. I think that might be why I am struggling a little bit. And like I said at the start, I have been working from home a lot more. So I think I'm just forgetting to apply it when I do work from home. Moving on to hair care items, and ordinarily, again, my track record is I absolutely suck at panning hair care items. But this past month, I have seen a lot of progress on my hair care items. So we shall start with my Bumble and Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Finish Spray. I dropped 2.99 grams on this one, so I think it is starting to get quite close to being finished. I do really enjoy the way my hair looks and like behaves when I use this product, so I just need to use it. That's all. I need to stop making excuses about how expensive the product is and just actually use it. My Herbal Essence Tussling Mousse. I have kind of figured out how I like to use this one, so I have made a decent amount of progress, 19.84 grams of progress on this one. It's 192 grams of product in this can, so I think that'll really help me track how far off I am to finishing it up. I didn't use this one all that much before rolling it in, so if I continue with 20 grams each month, I probably won't get this one done by the end of the year. I probably would have to include this one in at least another maybe 2 quarters if I was going to get close to finishing it up. Then we have my Pure Oil of Marrakesh. This is an argan oil for your hair. I used 2.82 grams of this one, and it has dropped a little bit in level, but not really enough to see. And you know, I have been using this one basically every time I wash my hair. My Lush No Drought Dry Shampoo. This one dropped 5.78 grams this past month, so a decent amount. That is contributed by the fact that I have been using this a lot more regularly. I do decant this into like a little ramekin that I have with a, I use like a powder brush, and I dip the powder brush in the dry shampoo that's in the ramekin, and then I rub it in my hair. So every time the ramekin kind of gets low on this, I retop it up quite a lot with this. That's why I managed to drop a lot in the weight this past month. So actually you can kind of see Maybe this must have settled a decent amount because I am down to here. Must have like compacted down a little bit, which is nice. I don't want to speak too soon, but maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year. I have decided that each month I'm going to roll in like 5 or so samples. So these are the 5 samples that I rolled in last month, and we're going to quickly go through them. I did use up 4 of the 5 samples. One of them I probably have a couple more weeks on. So starting off with the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula facial oil, I got that one finished. I got these 2 foil samples. The first one is from Kiehl's, the Calendula Herbal Extract Toner. Finished that one up. Also the Mario Badescu Whitening Mask, got that one done. And then the last one that I finished was the By Terry Hyaluronic Global Facial Cream. Got that one finished. And the one that I'm still working on is the Amore Pacific Vintage Single Extract Essence. So I have used probably about a third of this one. I'm sitting about here on that. So I'll keep going with this one, and I am going to rotate in like a whole set of samples. Now this month, because some of these samples are single-use items, I am going to rotate 6 samples in. The first one is the La Roche-Posay and Thelios SPF 50 Plus sunscreen. I've never tried this one before, so I'm a little bit excited to give that one a try. Then we have the Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask. So I think I'll probably get maybe 2 uses out of this one. Fresh Therapy's Natural Nail Polish Remover Wipe. There's only 1 wipe in this little sachet, so it's only a single use. Same with these 2. I've got the Graft Lashes like lip mask. Again, it's only a single use item, so I'll rotate that one in. And then I have the Model Co Instant Hydro Glow Miracle Mask. This has like a 3-step system to it. The cleanser and the boosting serum, I might be able to get maybe 2 uses out of that, but the face mask is a sheet mask, so I'll probably only get maybe 1 use out of that. Maybe 2 if I want to put it back in the packet. So that's why I decided to rotate in so many samples this month. I've upped it to 6 this month because there are 3 items that are single use, and then I've got this one that probably be 2 uses. And then I also am going to rotate in for my samples. I'm going to rotate in a complexion product because I do have a lot of complexion samples, and I don't want to leave them all to like the end of the year where I'll be rotating like 5 complexion products in at the same time. So I'm going to start off with this product right here. I went into Mecca the other day and got a sample of this. This is the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation. I got the color 1 Neutral, which I think might be the lightest shade. This is like a little sample that the girl at Mecca potted up for me, and it is quite full. So I think that I will get probably maybe like 2 or 3 uses out of this one. Only 1 item used up this month, and then 1 being decluttered. I think it's a good start. There's a lot of products that I'm making really good progress on. Next month, I think we might see at least maybe 1 or 2 empties, and we will continue on with the good progress on all of the other items. Let me know down in the comments how you are going on your project panning items, or any items that you're currently trying to focus on. While you're down there, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new around here and you haven't already and you want to keep up to date on this project and all of my other project panning videos throughout 2022, I hope you consider subscribing down below. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.